Friendly letters going back and forth between them, but apparently President Trump has no plans to meet Kim Jong-un when he comes to Seoul later this week. He will be sitting down, though, with South Korean President Moon Jae-in. Lee Ji-won has more.
U.S. President Donald Trump has no plans to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un during his two-day visit to South Korea starting this Saturday. Seoul-based Yonhap News Agency reported that a senior U.S. administration official said this to reporters in a phone call on Monday. He reportedly added that President Trump will be in Seoul to see President Moon Jae-in and that there is a lot to cover on their alliance and North Korea during their 2 days together. The two leaders will be comparing notes on the current situation with Pyongyang and discussing their bilateral trade agreement, which had been altered earlier this year. When asked if Chinese President Xi Jinping's recent summit with the North Korean leader pressures President Trump, the official mentioned Trump's announcement that he had received a birthday card from Kim Jong-un and said that the door to diplomacy is still open. He added that President Trump made clear that nuclear weapons must be dismantled and that he expects a final, fully verified denuclearization. Thus, he does not see that President Trump is feeling pressured under any circumstances. While not confirming President Trump's possible visit to the demilitarized zone, the official said Trump will head to Seoul late Saturday after he is done with the G20 summit in Japan. He added Trump's schedule is fully packed from that evening until the next day, and that on Sunday he will start the day with a meeting with economic leaders, followed by various talks with President Moon. The senior official said President Trump is looking forward to visiting Seoul and meeting his close ally President Moon, and stressed that it is another signal that the alliance is stronger than ever. Meanwhile, the U.S. State Department announced that Special Representative for North Korea, Stephen Biegun, will be traveling to Seoul from Thursday, a couple of days before Trump arrives in South Korea. Biegun will sit down with his counterpart Lee Do-hun, representative for Korean Peninsula Peace and Security Affairs, but whether or not he will contact and meet North Koreans at the border village remains to be seen. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.